Hello everyone, this is the Kage Star, and welcome to the second episode of Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom tutorial. So let's get started. Anyway, as we can see here, the tutorial is just popping up, and we're back in our town. You might notice it's changed a bit because I had to make a second file to actually play the game. I kind of derped on the second recording. So right now, I was just making a farmhouse. And I was checking, just moving it back and forth just to see if I can get enough millet in there. We only have one crop for farmhouses, and that's just millet, so we're going to have to put the whole thing with millet. I recommend when you're making this and you have several types of grain, you should definitely half a farmhouse to each one. So like half of it would be like wheat, the other half would be millet or cabbage or rice, whatever. But as long as you have, halves, it makes all the labor go to that one, and it will save the other one for the next season. So as long as the seasons are separate enough, you should be just fine with that. Here we go. I'm going to put down a hemp farm here, and I'm just getting the hemp here, and I'm just testing. Yeah, I can put it there. At this moment in the game, I'm just testing the hemp fields and stuff by putting the red marker over each place. See if I can put more hemp in there, and I can, so that's good. So I got all my area there. I see there are 12 out of 18 people available. I can't really check the industry tab yet, so I'm reckoning I have about just about 2/3 working capacity of my town. So right now I'm putting down some aesthetics, hoping to increase the neighborhood, get those houses more pretty and stuff. It's important to keep the people happy, because if they get unhappy, it's really bad, and people move out, and once people start moving out, your entire economy collapses, and you don't want that, especially on multiplayer or hardcore playing against the computer, because that's when they'll strike with their town, because they know you're in trouble if you're not exporting as much, or if they just get a whiff of any trouble from your side of the land. So I'm just having a look here. I think I realized at this moment I need these what do you call these things? Trade stations or something. Warehouse, that's it. So I'm just checking. I put down warehouse over here. I think we'll have to wait for these guys to pass. And check the settings. Yeah, to accept. It's perfect. I don't want them to accept game meat or millet. That would be just a pain in the ass. As for millet, I forgot to change that to get. I also set it to 16 on each side, just in case they somehow happen to overflow, which is not very likely, but you can never be too sure. As you see, I have 12 out of 16, so I roughly still have 2/3 capacity, even though some of my houses have increased in capacity themselves. Just watching around, trying to think if is there anything to do. I can realize these parts of the game can be pretty boring, and I apologize for that. But I've had my coffee, and hopefully I'm giving you a rather good commentary. So, yeah, I was like, okay, I might put in some few houses here. I see a nice little open spot right here. So, that was kind of good. I need the extra workers anyway. Put a few, like, gardens over here. Improve it a bit, just before they come around, so I don't have to do it later on. So I can see, like, the food merchants going back and forth. That's good. But I then see there's, like, no food in the mill. I'm like, ugh. But the hunters are coming back, so that's good. And there's a few pheasant over there, so I'm not too worried. Kind of worried about the state capacity for the farmhouse, because there is nothing happening. I don't know what I was doing here. I derped. I clicked X. I was about to press OK. I was like, oh crap, no, I need my millet. Or my hemp, sorry. That hemp. Oh, some part through this game I realize there is, like, no hemp. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, where's the hemp, man? And just checking appetizing food. I'm going through them. I can't even remember. I can't even remember the selections. It was like appetizing, tasty. How does it go again? I was like, yeah, I'll leave it appetizing, that's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. So, I'm still just looking around. These houses aren't improving, because, well, I think it's an ancestral shrine. Yeah, I'm like, it's right over there, just go across the road. Go across the road and pray, you bastard. And then the ancestral bitch just goes right the opposite direction. I'm like, oh, thanks. But then the other one comes around the corner. I'm like, oh, that's okay then. So that's helpful. So I'm going to check on my millet farm, and they're starting to grow away. Growing the old millet there. And still don't have anything but meat. So I then realized, before I sped things up, to put down a hemp shop. I was like, oh god, that's the only thing you don't want to have. Not to have a hemp shop and have all the hemp. You're like, why aren't you selling any of it? So at this moment, like, yeah, there's nothing else to do, so I'm going to speed this up. Things start speeding up. And always, as things start speeding up, things generally start to happen. Maybe it's because it's going faster than usual, or it's just bad luck. Now, if you're watching this, which you should be, I apologize, that was really bad. As you're watching this, you might realize that people are starting to slow down and speed up. I think my computer was installing something, some updates or something. So, I'm sorry for that. But in a little while I start slowing it down again and showing the millet in the mill. Because I can see it in the commerce section there, there's quite a bit of millet. I hit the sound option, just like in the first episode, I think. So there's the millet, and there's the meat. And the great thing is, as I think I explained before, when there's 2 sets of food, they only take 1 from each. So if you have like only 4 meat and 4 millet, you're still safe, because they'll only take 1 from each, and they won't just take all the meat and just none of the millet. So I see I'm up to 50 now, 18 workers, and that means obviously the entire population is being allocated to work. I don't know, I can't fix my taxes or my wages yet, so I can't really influence the population that much. So just kind of looking around, seeing if anything needs to be done as well. I really apologize for these boring parts. Then I realized, like, oh, dude, where's the hemp? Where's the hemp at? And I look at the trade, the warehouse, I'm like, what? Where's the hemp, man? Why aren't my houses improving? And then it was like, oh, the neighborhood appeal. So like, let's put down some gardens. And then, boom, we suddenly get cottages popping up everywhere. Everywhere. And it's like, yeah, man. This is great. But some of them aren't changing. And then I realized, yeah, it's the lack of hemp. While other houses have about 8 or 6 of this. I think it's about 8 at this stage. I think I check 1 or 2 here. No, I don't do that because I'm too stupid. So, there's nothing quite happening now. I mean, they're preparing for the next hemp season, which is a bit of a distance away. The game isn't usually this slow, because in the full extent of the game, you have to deal with your heroes, your trading options, exploration, spies, stuff like that. So I can see here that this cottage has 8 hemp. So if all the houses which have hemp currently have about 8, I will definitely have enough to keep going. So it's about to wrap up soon enough here, because I think the hemp is just being harvested. Nothing quite happening yet. Just clicking around. And yeah, there's the hemp being harvested. And I don't think I need... No, yeah, I realize I don't need that much hemp anymore, because all the houses that are available are enough to fill the actual quota. And just as I speed this up, I'm greeted with the ending screen.
Congratulations.
So that's
Under your
episode
wise
2.
tutelage,
Thank you
the
very much
people
for
of your village
watching. My name is the
have mastered
Kagaster,
the
as
new
always.
art of farming.
And
Thanks to you,
I'll see you
they
for
now
episode
reside
3.
in much sturdier, more attractive cottages.